Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video will be a little bit different. I already went ahead and did all the work to the rat rod, so kind of coming in after the fact, but let me tell you, it wasn't easy. We took the cab and the bed off of it, and I'll kind of give you a look at what that looks like and some issues we have. But let me turn you around right quick and show you what we got. As you can see, it's no longer have a body. And this is what the frame looks like. I said I wasn't gonna grind anything or paint anything, but I'm kind of wanting to, so I'll keep that in the back of my mind for right now. But issues is, let me go to the front here. It seems like it's kind of not level. Of course, that could be my floor in the garage. Kind of looks like it's sitting to this side a little bit more than the other side. You kind of see it back there with the spring cups, which that may correct itself once frame needs to go this way. So you can kind of see how the linkage right here is this one, and this one's kicked out quite a bit. So all that needs to go over. Probably happened when I disconnected that rod right there, thinking that was connected to the body somehow. I don't know. I'd tell you, it was cab wasn't bad. Had 2 bolts here. I had to put some more bolts somewhere back here and put some rubber bushings. Then I put rubber bushings on the bed all through here. But the bed, the end of it tucked up underneath here, and it had a square piece of tubing to kind of go under this, and then it just kind of falls over this bar here. That's where the battery box is. So I had one heck of a time trying to pull it out. Finally had to jack the I had the cherry picker on the actual bed. Lifted the bed so high up that I pulled the springs out. You can see they're over here. Pull the springs out and then let it down all the way, and finally I could adjust it where I cherry picked the front of this up this way, and then I just kind of shot the frame out from underneath it. That makes sense. And there's a little bit of damage to the back roll pan, but I think I can fix that, and some damage to these side skirts, which I can probably fix that, kind of dent it up a little bit. But I think I need to get the frame back this way, connect that to that, and that'll kind of straighten out my sideways issue, I believe. Another thing is these shock mounts are tacked in, and I went to loosen it and I bent it, so I need to get those true. And this one too is kind of kicked that way, so we'll have to of course put that back, put the shocks back in it, and kind of adjust everything. And then finally, where this shock hits, we're gonna have to weld it up completely. Gas tank, we'll probably drop it. That way we can look at all the other welds. Do need to finish welding some spots here and there. I don't think this is where that latching mechanism went. I may try to grind this down and plate it off, just so it's more sturdy back here. Not that I'm gonna be pulling anything or anything like that, but I just don't like how that looks. Other things is we can run our brake lines now while it's like this, and fuel lines. Find a spot for a fuel pump that's out of the way. Oh, I'm hot. Get all that kind of thing sorted. Transmission, I don't know if it's good or not. Need to mark around that plate and cut it. And the mount here is stripped out, so we need to get a new mount and mount it better, because that thing just moves all the way around in there. Of course, U-joints need finished out. Missing bolt there, and I don't know about here, but we'll see. I think these are pretty well good up here. Everything's pretty much welded. I don't see anything that's really pops out at me that needs to be welded up. It's basically like from here back, that stuff needs to happen. I'm really tempted to knock all the welds down, which they're not bad welds, and paint it black, pour 15 or something like that, like we're gonna do with the Bronco. I know all this stuff up here needs to be tightened. Everything's just kind of loose, but big milestone, I guess you can say. You got the cab and the, oh, I know why it's doing that. This is hitting right here. It's sitting right on that and on that. Yeah, that's tight. So we will have to do something about that. May jack it up and go ahead and put the springs back underneath it, and put that rod back up there and get everything kind of where it needs to go. And that may, yeah, that probably fix our issue with being this far over. But yep, that's what it looks like. Like I said, we're just gonna kind of work on this and the engine at the same time. Engine, need to, I got a pulley puller, need to get a pulley puller, pull that out, and then we can flip it around. You take the oil filter out and look at the bearings and see if they're any good or not. And maybe have it vatted and magnaflux to see if there's any cracks. And then we may be able to put everything back in it and slap it together real quick while we're kind of finishing up the little bit of welding that's here on this. I know these spring cups need to be welded a little bit more around there. I mean, they're in there good, but I think a little bit more would be better. But yeah, anyways, kind of excited. I'll show you where the cab is. You can see it out there, back behind the tree. And then the bed, you can kind of see it's right over here. But I don't plan on leaving them out there too long. Plan on getting this done and moving on. Well, I think that'll do it for me today. Like I said, it's hot out here and it took me about 4 hours to do this. So I'm gonna go in for the rest of the evening and take it easy. First, I need to clean this up a little bit and move it back over here so wife can pull her car in. But other than that, we'll start messing with the frame, kind of welding some stuff up, cleaning stuff off. Haven't made my mind on painting it yet. I may paint it, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and comments on that. But this Sunday, be back on the frame on the Bronco. I really need to get that little sandblaster out and some sand and see if we can make it work. I really like to get the shocks and everything kind of squared away and paint those. So we may try that Sunday. But thank you for watching. I think you've made it this far. It does mean a lot. And we'll get back on this soon. I'll see you next time.